Okay, everybody, this is Sports Inquirer, and we're happy to be joined by Georgia State men's soccer head coach Brett Surrency, as well as defender Clay Dawes. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Start with you, Coach. Team is undefeated so far this year. What have been some of the key factors in the success of the Panthers?
I think we have a really deep group this year. So the overall internal competition has been really strong from the get-go. Then I think the last few games we've had some guys out just due to a variety of different things. And someone else has had to step in, and I think we've maintained the level. And I think we're obviously still early in the season and trying to still figure some things out. But again, I think that overall depth has allowed us to do a lot of different things in training, and some of that is translated to the game as well too. So, like I said, a good start, but still room for us to grow.
Yeah, and in Clay, the team's only conceded 3 goals in 4 matches so far this year. What have been some of on the defensive end, some of the factors in that not allowing many goals against you so far?
Yeah, for sure, it's been good. Like Brett just said, the depth of the team is really good. So whenever a new guy needs to step in, we know they're going to be able to do a job and do it really well, do it to the standard that we ask of everyone. So being able to keep one clean sheet and only concede 1 goal in a couple of games has been really good. I think the commitment from the group overall has been really excellent. Just making sure that we all have each other's back and making sure that the next guy up is ready to go at all times.
Yeah, and how does it feel for you, going back to you, Clay, being on the field? You've had health issues, just staying consistently on the field. So far this year, you've been able to play a large amount of time. But what's that been like for you now being on the field and being a big contributor for the squad?
Yeah, knock on wood, it keeps going that way. But like you said, I've had some injuries over the past years, but it's given me an opportunity to watch from the outside and really get into a deeper understanding of what the coaching staff expects from a player. And it's given me an opportunity to be a leader in different ways, I believe. So coming back onto the pitch and taking everything I've learned from the past couple of years and really applying it. I know I've had ups and downs all throughout my career, but again, having faced adversity when I feel it in a game, I think personally I'm able to respond really well to it and keep the guys around me really focused. So I think coming back to the pitch that's been a really big part of it. And I don't want to shy away from all the great things that I've learned being injured, although it does really stink, but super pleased to be back on the field and hoping to get a lot more minutes coming soon.
Yeah, and Coach, how valuable is that to have a player, upperclassman veteran like Clay on the roster? Him individually, his contributions, and then your group overall, just having so many veterans on your group being contributors.
No, I mean, as you mentioned, Clay's been here for a decade now. So in that time, you have to learn something. No, Clay's been great. I mean, we challenged him early on from a leadership perspective, and I think he's responded immensely and probably more than we anticipated. He illustrated that really well. He's done a great job of whatever his role has been through the years. He's bought into fully. We're super excited, and I'm sure he's at the top of that list of him being back onto the field, but it doesn't mean he's lost those other traits and qualities. So I think now he's putting what has been quality soccer along with some of those intangible things. Clay will be a leader of men in some capacity, some way, in some shape, in some form when he moves on from Georgia State. So the challenge to him and fully bought into it is, why wait? And I think he's done an amazing job, and just excited to continue to watch him grow from it as well.
Yeah, and Clay, you're able to get a goal this year against the Winthrop on a header. Take me back to that moment. What was that like for you, being able to find the back of the net? Because defensemen don't get that opportunity too often.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was awesome. We just talked about been out for so long. So to get a goal, it seems like it's been a decade since the last time I've scored a goal. So really good moment. I think the coaching staff has challenged us defenders that when we get opportunities to seize them. There's a couple big boys in the group that every time we get a corner, a set piece, whatever it may be, we do our best to get on the end of it. And thankfully, I was just kind of in the right place at the right time, able to finish it and help the team get one more goal to a really good game against Winthrop when we put a bunch of balls in the back of the net.
Any chance we can see you in the number 9 position in the future? Coach, you want to put him up there a little bit?
Hey, if we keep scoring goals, we may have to.
But Coach, elaborate on that, though. I mean, obviously forwards are looked at as a big part of your offense and your midfielders, especially the attacking ones. What about your defenders? Clay just mentioned it, getting some more offense from them. Is that just an approach that you've had the entire time, or how do you coach that? Get your defenders more involved?
To be honest, I don't know that there's a ton that we've done per se, except for just have routines or plans, if you will, on set pieces. At the end of the day, Clay's really good in the air, very good athlete. Charlie Ward, very similar. Ramon, similar. Hindo's a big body. So, I mean, we have some guys that enjoy heading the ball and going after it. And to be honest with you, that's probably the biggest thing to it. The delivery has been good as well too. So, you have good delivery and guys that are hungry to go find the ball and good in the air as well too. Sometimes good things happen, and I do think it's been something that's become a strength of ours, and hopefully we can continue throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, and now you have Winthrop coming up this weekend. Coach, what about that contest? What have you seen from them? And are these contests? Are you starting to see the team develop? And you obviously want to win every contest, but are they reaching some of the benchmarks you want to see during this non-conference portion of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for us, not this weekend, but the next, we start conference play. So our goals all along have been, when that hits at James Madison, that we're playing a good brand of soccer. And the league is going to be incredibly competitive, and we know that. So we're treating every game as an opportunity to get better. And this weekend and next Tuesday will be no different. And that may sound cliche, but we have guys that still don't have a lot of games under their belt, and then guys collectively don't have a lot of games playing together. So we are still early in the season. We're still developing, and it helps when you have guys like Clay and some of the older guys that have been around for a while that regurgitate a lot of the things that you already say. So trying to get younger guys maybe caught up to speed in some different things. When you have allies, so to speak, or guys that have been here for so long, that makes it a lot easier. But no, Saturday is against a good opponent and another opportunity for us to get better. It looks like the weather may not be great, so additional level of adversity on the road as well too. So all things that at some point you'll probably run into during the season. So it's good to have those little renditions early and see how you come about it.
Similar question, Clay. Thoughts on this upcoming matchup against Winthrop and the team's progression through the non-conference portion of the schedule?
Yeah, I think it's really good. We've talked about it a little bit to have a couple wins and a draw under our belt and not yet see a loss in that column. And although I think we haven't played our best at times, I think being able to find ways to win, being really committed as a group, and just reaching for that standard. I know Brett just talked about it, but me, a couple of the older guys, and even new guys that have really bought into what we do as a program, it's been huge for us. And I know going into this game on Saturday, we're going to work hard. We're going to do all the little things right, or to the best of our ability. And again, just keep putting those building blocks down so that once we do get around to conference play, it's like the back of our hand. We know what to do. We know what positions to be in. And the biggest thing is we'll have the mentality and to do it right, work harder than anyone we come against is the biggest thing for us.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for your time. We greatly appreciate it, and good luck this weekend, starting with Winthrop.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.